feeling gassy, but it's stuck. Oh, this is the worst feeling. It's like way down in the deepest back of my throat.
Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy.
You can get me an antacid. Now, back to the furnace.
Certainly. It's...
Yeah, he had nothing new to say there. Let's see now. Okay, we got two configurations to do here. First off, sulfur. Hit the cogs. Off the cauldron. Wait 45 minutes for those to finish. I don't know, I'm just making mouth noises to pass the time. Is it done? No? Why not? Can it be done now? Ah, there we go. And then hitting the tiger button completes the configuration of the dragon. So now we get the mount within. It gives us +5 to body. Not bad, but I'd read it off, but there's really nothing to read. It just tells you that doing the configuration gives you more body. It's like the worst... It's the worst, most loreless thing in the whole game. Okay, what was the other one? Oh, yeah. Hit the cogs again. That's the cauldron. Yeah, hit the cogs again. Conductor. I have a guide here. Not because, like, you would need one, because you'd never be able to figure this out on your own, but just to make it, like, to make it go faster. I actually have a guide for the other side quest we're going to do, because somehow I've never gotten that one right, and I don't want to take any chances on needing to reload it, because, God, I hate that side quest. What the hell?
I'm on.
I forgot to reload the fuel. So yeah, here's one of the things that can happen if you do the configuration wrong. There's actually a few things. Some of them are really funny. One of them blows you up.
Your time has come.
If you wanted, you could technically grind XP off this. I wouldn't really recommend it, just because it take forever. It doesn't summon rat demons every time. It doesn't summon everything every time.
Return to the heaven.
Okay, let's do that all over
A most
again.
intriguing place.
I have no idea why it started talking to him, or why he teleported over here. Okay, let's do this properly this time. Cogs, conductor, dragon. Had to show it off at some point. And I think I used the clapper instead of the cogs last time. Not the cogs, the conductor. Pretty much a fail all around. Yes. Well, while we wait for that, let's look around here. Miss anything? No? Awesome. Anytime now. Ah, there we go. And for that, we get the quieted mind.
Well, you are getting to be quite adept at manipulating this machine. If I were Lord Lao, I'd have made it a bit more obtuse so people work harder for their supper. I'm beginning to think you have learned all of the secrets the furnace has to offer.
Kang, what is that energy surrounding you?
What? Oh, I'm sure it's nothing.
I always figured he'd end in some kind of explosion.
Well, there's nothing like mortal danger to jog the memory. Anyone up for a flight to the edge of perception?
Do we have a choice?
The memories, they are seeping in. I see patterns, schematics, explosions, lots of explosions, and someone seeking rescue. Lord Lao. That's why the furnace is here, why the configurations are spread across the Empire. When it was safe for his tools to be used, it would be safe for him to return. Lord Lao is imprisoned, locked away so his inventions could no longer challenge the works of the heavens. It's an insult to the inventor spirit. We must fly.
How do you know this?
How does anyone know anything? Reasoning and inspiration, and a direct assault by energies opposed to the use of the furnace. I suppose I should be dead, but it's not the first time. Perhaps I've grown resistant to such energetic assault and surprised my assailant with my resilience. Whatever the case, I have a vision of a new wind map. It goes nowhere and everywhere. We have to destroy the force holding Lord Lao in check.
By shooting it.
Yes, that would be ideal. Although we will quickly move back into a place like this. This route, I don't think it can be represented on flat paper. We should go now. I do not think the furnace will function again until this is resolved.
And, yeah, that takes us back here. And we gotta talk to him again. I'll warn you right now. I may actually have to cut this out to next episode, because this is the hardest flyer section of the whole game.
Yes, yes.
By a lot.
I am ready when you are for this very serious endeavor. Imagine it. We are about to embark on an effort to rescue the greatest inventor the Jade Empire has known. As dated as some of his concepts are, I look forward to meeting him. Perhaps I can suggest some improvements.
Let's go.
Prepare yourself. This route is much stranger than any I have seen before. Clearly, we are not bound for a terrestrial location.
Yeah, just gonna go with the standard loadout. It's the one I'm good with. And by the one, I mean... yeah, screw Shrieking Fury. Let's see. Let's go Tremor. That should do. Pop Radiant Aura immediately. The sky is shooting at us. And it's very rude in not giving us any power-ups. At least we're getting small amounts of energy from it.
Oh,
look.
This is very strange. We're on the trail of something nasty.
Oh look, energy planes. Because of course. As always, sorry about your
Lord
ears.
Lao better appreciate this. I'll want a celestial wrench for my trouble.
I love
What
the
manner
triple
of beast
shot.
are we following? I am a little worried.
Kang is worried. This is a bad sign. And here it is. I hope your ears hurt as bad as mine did. Ah. Big. A button is sticking. Ow. And we're done! For that we get Consumed Spirit, because while that was the hardest one in the game, that wasn't the last.
Well, I'm not sure where we crossed from the living world to the celestial, but we seem to have made it back in one piece, and with startling revelations, too. Yes, we need to discuss what was discovered.
Did we succeed? I did not see Lord Lao appear.
Yes, well, it seems the entity holding the memories of Lord Lao is vanquished. The great artificer was imprisoned for insulting heavenly works. Unjustly, I might add. He is free. He is somewhat disoriented by the process. Oh, and there is perhaps something else you should be aware of.
You probably figured it out by now.
He is me.
That is the most laughable thing I have ever heard.
That's why you look so angry about it. Well, Kang, how do you explain this?
I suppose I should have been more concerned with having no memories before the last few decades, or a century. Come to think of it, I guess I'm pretty old. There was always so much to do. It never seemed to matter where I was from. I'm not even sure what I did to earn this fate. I must have stepped a little above myself and angered the celestial bureaucracy. In the time before their wrath filtered down, I built the furnace to point back to myself.
So what now? Will whoever come back for you?
I don't think I'll give them cause. I like it here. So many things to build for so many small problems. All the interesting big-scale things are already built. And I have an interest in seeing your endeavor through to the end. For curiosity, you understand. And I could possibly improve the yield of the furnace. I brought 2 unspoiled gems from our flight to rescue, me in the void. The eyes of the void. Or the glare of the jerk that locked me up or something. Very volatile fuel. With my new understanding of the furnace, you now have a configuration unrivaled. But there is risk. Combined with this fuel, it may damage the furnace. So, continue using the furnace as it is, or risk its functions on the most powerful effect it can produce. Well, if I built it, and I guess I did, I'd fix that restriction first.
Then why don't you fix it?
The rules of inspiration defy such logic. That is why a single flyer is greater than many, and duplicates devalue the whole. The furnace is what it is. I'll make something better, but adjusting this one will require monumental effort. It is not designed for adjustment.
Cool. So let's go back to the furnace.
Certainly. It's just a flick of a switch, and I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing...
For some reason we got 2 Eyes of the Void. But I guess it's an eye each. And we got the configurations of the goat and the rat. I'll be explaining both, but we're going to be going for the rat. Let's see. Before I forget again, slot this in. Huh, we have a spare bar. Yeah, I guess it's spare. Anyway, pop these in. There are small recessed settings in the side of the fuel hopper. Somehow you're not surprised that the rubies fit perfectly. Now, let's see. Cards. Cauldron. Chimney. And water wheel. we go. Now we just have to wait for all these to finish. Could take a while. So, Kang is Lord Lao. I'll admit, I didn't know about it. I'll admit, that actually did somewhat surprise me the first time I found out about it. But, yeah, we've actually just changed the ending rather dramatically, specifically for Kang. I think he has the most endings of any character, like, in the whole game. It's kind of weird. Well, him and maybe Sky. And we got the strength of the bull. This one was worth it. Okay, before I actually explain what it did, let's see what, before I actually explain what it did, I will explain what harmony and balance, what we would have gotten from the goat, would do. It's a +3 to mind, body, and spirit. That's it. Not really all that amazing. Let's see what Strength of the Bull did. Damage increase. Specifically, 25%. It's a 25% damage increase to martial attacks, which is pretty much all of them. After correctly configuring the furnace, you have learned the Strength of the Bull technique. With the power of the mighty bull behind you, your martial attacks will inflict more harm on your opponents. Super worth it.
A most intriguing...
A most broken place. Let's get the hell out of here.
Very well. In the meantime,
And, seems like Kang doesn't have anything to say about breaking his magnum opus.
Yes, what... Yes, I'd like another look. I don't know why I thought Lord Lao was overrated. Clearly he, and by he I mean I, understands more than I, and by I mean me, could know. Or something to that effect. I have a bit of a headache.
Why do I taste copper? Anyway, apparently he has nothing else to say about it.
Yes, I'll keep at my plans for the dragonfly. Perhaps a sling for carrying oxen. The industry could use some automation. A dying breed, the ox carrier.
And, with that we're going to cut off. Next time we're going to head back to the necropolis to do that side quest that, I've been putting off almost the entire game. See you then.